everyone, it's your Uncle Clay from Talk Yo Clay, and today we're swapping our cozy armchairs for some seriously spooky stone fortresses. We're about to embark on a chilling tour of the top 10 haunted castles around the world, so grab your flashlight, maybe a security blanket, and let's dive into some history that refuses to stay dead. Ready? I hope so, because there's no turning back now. Kicking off our list at number 10, we're jetting off to Scotland, to the majestic Edinburgh Castle. Perched atop a volcanic rock, this place has seen more drama than a season finale. The most famous ghostly resident, a phantom bagpiper. Legend has it centuries ago, he was sent to explore secret tunnels beneath the castle. He was told to keep playing his pipes so people above could track his progress. Well, the music suddenly stopped, and the piper was never seen again. To this day, people claim to hear the faint, mournful sound of his bagpipes echoing from deep within the rock, still playing his last unfinished tune. It's like the world's longest sound check. Coming in at number 9, we land in Romania at the one and only Bran Castle. You might know it by another name, Dracula's Castle. Now before you start clutching your garlic, let's clear the air. The historical Vlad the Impaler, the inspiration for Dracula, probably only visited briefly. The real horror here isn't vampires, but the sheer number of tourists armed with selfie sticks, all trying to get that perfect spooky pout. Still, the castle's dark corridors, creaky floors, and medieval torture instruments give it an undeniably creepy vibe. It's said that the spirit of Queen Marie, whose heart is buried on the grounds, still wanders the halls, perhaps just trying to find a quiet corner away from all the flashes. At number 8, we're hopping over to Ireland to visit what many call the most haunted castle in the country, Leap Castle. And trust me, it's earned its reputation. This place has a bloody chapel, and I mean that literally. A family feud centuries ago ended with a priest being murdered at the altar by his own brother during Mass. His ghost is said to still haunt the chapel, forever reliving his final moments. But wait, there's more. The castle is also home to a mysterious, foul-smelling elemental spirit known only as the It. Visitors have described a chilling presence and a smell like a decaying corpse. So you get a history lesson and a scratch and sniff nightmare all in one. What a deal. Flying over to number 7, we find ourselves in Japan at the stunning Himeji Castle. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the White Heron Castle for its elegant beauty. But beneath that pristine white exterior lies a tragic tale. The legend of Okiku is tied to one of the castle's wells. Okiku was a maid who was falsely accused of losing one of 10 valuable golden dishes. As punishment, she was thrown down the well to her death. Now every night, her ghost is said to rise from the well, slowly and sorrowfully counting the dishes. 1, 2, 3. When she reaches 9, she lets out a blood-curdling shriek of despair before starting all over again. Apparently, even in the afterlife, you can't escape dish duty. For number 6, we're back in the UK at Chillingham Castle in England, and with a name like Chillingham, you'd better believe it delivers. This place is famous for its Blue Boy, or Radiant Boy, whose tormented screams would echo from a specific room at midnight. During renovations in the 20th century, the bones of a young boy and fragments of blue cloth were discovered sealed within a wall in that very room. After the bones were given a proper burial, the screaming stopped. Or did it? Guests still report seeing flashes of blue light and hearing faint cries in the dead of night. They offer ghost tours and overnight stays, but be warned, there are no refunds if you're too scared to sleep. Sailing down to number 5, we have another English gem, Bodiam Castle. From a distance, it looks like a storybook castle, perfectly reflected in its shimmering moat. It's idyllic, peaceful, until you listen closely. Local legends speak of ghostly apparitions and strange sounds coming from the water. The most persistent story is that of a mysterious woman in white who walks the battlements. But the creepiest part, visitors have reported hearing the unmistakable sound of rattling chains dragging through the moat, as if an ancient prisoner is still trying to make a final watery escape. It's a reminder that even the most beautiful places can hide the darkest secrets. At number 4, we journey to Slovenia to the incredible Predjama Castle. This castle is an architectural marvel, built directly into the mouth of a massive cave. Its most famous inhabitant was a 15th century knight, a sort of medieval Robin Hood named Arazem Luger. He used a secret cave network to sneak in and out, taunting his enemies who were trying to besiege him. He was eventually betrayed and met a rather undignified end while on the toilet. Today, it's said his defiant spirit still roams the castle and the caves behind it. It's a place with 2 exits, one for the living and a whole network for the spirits. Good luck finding the right one in the dark. Our number 3 spot takes us to Germany and a name you'll definitely recognize, Frankenstein Castle. Yes, it's a real place and it's believed to have inspired Mary Shelley's classic novel. The castle was once home to an alchemist named Johann Conrad Dippel, who was born there in 1673. Rumor has it, Dippel was obsessed with creating an elixir of life and was known for conducting gruesome experiments on animal and human bodies he procured from the local graveyard. Visitors today report strange phenomena, from apparitions in the chapel to electrical equipment going haywire. And no, for the last time, the monster doesn't work the front desk, so please don't ask. Now for our runner-up at number 2, we're heading to Cape Town, South Africa, to the Castle of Good Hope. It's the oldest colonial building in the country, and it has the ghosts to prove it. The most cited apparition is the Lady in Grey, who was often seen walking the hall, weeping with her face in her hands. Her appearances stopped after a woman's body was found during excavations. But the ghost of Governor Peter Gisbert van Noot isn't so quiet. He was known for his cruelty and is said to curse at anyone who disturbs his old office. Guards on the night shift regularly report seeing glowing figures, hearing footsteps in empty corridors, and having doors unlock themselves. The ghost shift here is apparently 24/7. And finally, the number 1 most haunted castle on our list is Moosham Castle in Austria. This place has a truly dark and terrifying history. In the 17th century, it was the center of one of the deadliest witch trials in the country's history. Hundreds of people were accused, imprisoned, and executed within these walls. It's become known as the Witch's Castle, and it's said the tormented souls of the innocent are trapped here forever. People report feeling touched by unseen hands, hearing whispers and screams, and seeing shadowy figures darting down hallways. The castle proudly claims to be witch-free today, but many who have visited would tell you that's highly debatable. And that's a wrap on our tour of the world's most haunted castles. From phantom pipers to weeping maids, these stone walls hold secrets and stories that time simply can't erase. What do you think? Would you dare spend a night in any of these places? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with your Uncle Clay. If you enjoyed our little ghost hunt, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Talk Yo Clay, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.